What is up, peeps? Coach Kev live from the porch. Well, it's not going to be live when you see it, but it's live when I'm doing it. A couple quick thoughts going into Monday's hearing. I work tomorrow, so I won't be able to do any kind of videos or anything. All kind of craziness going down, court documents, everything like that. A couple letters written. We'll see what they come up with. But back to the case itself. The defense attorneys are the defense attorneys. Their interpretation of information isn't lying. They can interpret anything any way they want to, and that's not lying, quote unquote. But one of the things I found interesting is they're alleging that Richard Allen's phone data isn't there. Well, if you go back and watch my Delphi videos, I'm not surprised by that. I don't think he took his phone with him, his regular phone. I think he had a burner phone. I think you're going to find that burner phone was probably bought at the Dollar General, which I believe is right behind the CVS in town there. Goes to link with Keegan Klein, whether he knew his name or not, whether he knew him as a real person or just electronically. I believe that we're going to see that that's what happened here. And the good news is in May, hopefully, we're going to see what happened, whatever happened here. I told you about 85% on Allen. I want to hear all the evidence first. But, this needs to come out. I don't know the legal ramifications or the legal mumbo jumbo, if you will. I don't know if there's going to be a plea. I don't know what these things mean. The defense, with a flurry of emotions, clearly didn't want to have this hearing Monday, but now that they are, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Many YouTubers will be there testifying. I don't think anybody will have any physical altercations, because you would really have to be not very intelligent to fight someone inside of a courthouse or near one. So hopefully none of that happens. And we'll see, though. I don't think that will. I hope there'll be some clarification Monday. I hope everyone doesn't drive down there or go down there and it's one of them, we're going to, unforeseen set of circumstances. I think the rubber is going to meet the road Monday with the leaks or whatever, and if anyone's responsible, if there's any sanctions that need to go back and forth. But on the case itself, think about that. If they're saying his cell phone wasn't there, where was his cell phone? He left it at home, right? Similar to the Koberger situation. I'm not that versed on that case, but I know that little piece of it. So at the end of the day, for the defense, I don't understand why they just don't offer an alibi. He couldn't have done it because he was here. Well, they can't. They can't say, well, his phone was home, so he was home with his phone. He told the cops that he was on a stock ticker. So did he lie to the police? Or was his phone really not there? And, if your phone isn't there, it makes a very interesting question. Why don't you take it with you? If your normal pattern is to bring your phone, why don't you have it with you, if that's the case? I've theorized that. This is all theory. I don't know, have any inside dope or nothing like that. All theory. But I was very interested about that. I was very interested about the defense basically leaking through documents in the court that actually Abby had a phone. And I've theorized that she was the target and that she was catfished. And I don't think many people were in that camp. And if I'm wrong about that, when that comes out, I'll come back here and tell you I was. If I'm wrong about everything, I'll come back and tell you I wasn't. I'll go to the next case. It's not that important for me to be right. It's important for justice to be served and all the facts to come out. And, with people going back and forth, attacking each other's families, making crazy allegations, when people do that, understand this, when people do that, they don't have an argument. They don't have an argument. You've outwitted them in the argument, or you've shown proof and they don't have proof, so they continue to do what they're doing. But that's never going to end. I don't think this case is ever going to end, regardless of how it's adjudicated. Guilty, innocent, whatever. People are going to continue on it. Once the jury makes a decision, respect that decision. If Richard Allen's acquitted, I might think, well, I think he was guilty, but that's the justice system, and that's where you have to stand with it. So if you're going to stand with the justice system early on, you got to stay with it all the way through. These are the rights. This is how it's set up. I think it's a crazy law that Richard Allen's allowed to be kept in a jail or in a prison before he's convicted. But that is the law. It's not illegal in Indiana. And the judges don't make the laws. The lawyers don't. It's the people that you elect in office. So if you're in Indiana and you don't like that law or any other law, you got to call your Congress people and stuff like that. That's who makes that legal. Not the judge, not the, well, we're picking him and we're going to, no, that's legal there. And I don't agree with it either. I think that you should be able to put them in the county system or in the jail system. And even if every single jail doesn't have a suicide watch, make some funding for it where you could say, well, hey, every 200 miles or so, there will be a jail that could take someone accused of a heinous crime, a high profile crime, who's a suicide risk, and then we could keep them here. At the end of the day, they're still going to be in the same size cell, viewed by the same people. But keep that in mind. That's not something that's against the Constitution, because that's a law there. Change it. I would agree with that. Change that law. Make funding. You have money for everything else. You could have money for this. Whatever you need to do, hire more jail guards. I don't know, but there has to be a way to fund that. But keep in mind that's some of these things that people are saying they're so not true. And even after you watch this video, go fact check everything I'm telling you. I do with a lot of people too, just to make sure they're on the up and up and that type of stuff. But anyways, interested to see Monday what happens. I thank Frank Meister, Rescue All the Dogs, Frosty, anyone else that's going to cover the case. Even if I don't agree with you, as long as you're not there trying to wreak some kind of havoc or to get your name out there personally, I appreciate you taking your time and your money and your resources, maybe a day off from work, and traveling there and covering this. I think that's a big deal. It's important for everyone to see it. And that the family blaming people, they've kind of taken a step back on the family blaming somewhat, but they're still out there. And nobody in this case that's really in this case believes that. Nobody. And I just wonder how long they're going to hold on to that for, because that says more about them than it does about the case or about you two. People project their insecurities on others, and what they see in others that they want or they wish they had, they attempt to attack that. And that's the game. That's fine. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, talk to you all soon. You'll probably see me in some chats Monday. I believe that Ruckus and Kristen are going to be up on Frank's channel. They can't take anything in with them. They can't communicate from in the courtroom. You're not supposed to be able to. There's some rumors that other people have done that in past cases, but you're not going to be able to do that. And so we're going to have to wait till they see and till they come out. I'll be sharing as much as I can to keep you informed through Twitter and stuff like that from people that are in the media out there in Indiana. And of course, Frank will be there, and some other people we know, and maybe people you follow, maybe people I don't follow it, but you follow and you want to check them out. So support them, because they are, taking money out of their own pocket and making these trips to get the information out there at the end of the day. So, well, I'll leave you with that. I got a birthday party to go to for my nephew today on this pretty nice Saturday here in Pittsburgh area. It's about 55 and sunny, and for the middle of March, an Austin 316 day, we'll take it. But any questions or comments, I will get back to you as soon as I can. Continue to support your favorite creators on their pages and things like that. It's huge. As I'm getting up there now, I've have over 1,000 subscribers. I'm very proud of that. It's a big deal. And some of these pages that are even bigger, 5-10 times bigger than me, you have big responsibility to people to tell them the truth. You really do. And be transparent, in my opinion. But all right, that's all. I'll talk to you real soon. Coach Kev, out.